Welcome one and all, Nyanko here, and today I am back with yet another anime. That's all I seem to be doing recently. Or anime and manga mix-ups. Oh well. Do I care? No, this is what I want to talk about. So yeah, today I'm here to talk about Ghost Hunt, which is a criminally under-talked about show. It's so good. So basically, okay, I'll read you the back of this one. So, the appeal of the unknown is undeniable, and 17-year-old Mai Taniyama is hooked. This fact, coupled with her burgeoning psychic powers, leads Mai to join the ranks of the Shibuya Psychic Research Team. Led by enigmatic Kazuya Naru Shibuya, she works alongside a spirit medium and a shrine maiden, an exorcist and a monk, to uncover the darkest secrets of the unseen. Using state-of-the-art technology and their respective spiritual gifts, evil is confronted and vanquished time and again. So yeah, the story basically starts out with Mai meeting Naru, otherwise known as Kazuya, but everyone calls him Naru because he's kind of a narcissist, and his assistant Lin, because her old schoolhouse is apparently haunted and they want them to come in and just, de-spook the place before they tear it down. And basically, the way that Mai ends up helping them is that she accidentally hurts Lin, the assistant, and she has to then become Naru's assistant and help him out. And then as they're going through, like trying to figure out if there's a spirit or not, they end up kind of getting a bit stomped in places and bringing in the monk, Takigawa, the shrine maiden, Ayako, and the exorcist father priest, John Brown, who has a very Australian accent. It's very bizarre. I'm guessing he was originally American or something in the dub, and they couldn't do an American accent with Americans doing the accents. So yeah. So then she ends up. The first case ends up being that there was no supernatural activity or anything like that, but Mai ends up helping out more, and she ends up getting employed, and then more cases come up, and some of them are actually like spooky, wooky, ghosty, woasty types, and then there's other ones where it's like there's full-on demons. But as you go through, Mai's powers start to get discovered and she becomes more and more powerful, and then they end up meeting this like TV medium, Masako, who has a bit of a history with Kazuya, which makes Mai jealous because Mai's kind of in love with him, and yeah, that's fun. So yeah, basically every couple of episodes, so sometimes it's done in an episode, but they're usually like 2-episode blocks for the full storyline for that bit. So the first one is the school. You've then got the haunted doll for like the second one. There's a missing child in another one, and so on and so forth. And then you've got the demon one, and that one terrified me the first time I watched it, because Mai's powers really like saved the day in that case, and they really like start to blossom like hardcore. And Masako and her become good friends in that one. Like they're all friendly, but they're always kind of at each other's throats a little bit. So, that one for me, I really liked that one. It was terrifying. And like Naru's like, I don't do demons. I do ghosts. I do not do demons. No. You've got another one about like another haunted school one, and so like yeah, each story is different. There's different ghosts. There's different, what's the saying? Legends and myths and stuff that come into it. You find out more about all of the characters, and some of the characters who you think are like quacks, they're not really quacks. It's just that they've only got one specific power set, which is hard for them to use in modern day Tokyo. Or, the father one isn't really a quack. He's just a religious exorcist. Mai is the most intriguing because she seems to help the most on cases, and they're like, you're starting to develop quite the repertoire of psychic abilities there, young lady. You find out more about Lin, and because he's a Chinese exorcist, so you find out more about him and his backstory, and he's very gruff and blunt with Mai, and he's like, I don't like the Japanese kind of thing because of what they did to my people. And then Mai's like, yeah, okay, I can understand that, but I am not all Japanese, give me a chance kind of thing. And it reminds him of something another character said to him in the past, so then they become friends. John and Mai are the first ones, I'd say, to become friends, and they're the best of friends in it, because I think they're close enough in age, and they get on the most. Mai struggles with Ayako, but they do get on somewhat, and she likes Takigawa, the monk, but again, she kind of questions him a bit, and she's like, really? I'm back with that again. So yeah, it's so good. It's spooky and it's eerie, and it really keeps you on your toes. And there's a couple of jump scares. Now, I rewatched it again there recently with my housemate, and she was like, I like spooky, and let's watch spooky stuff. And then we watched all of it again, because I was like, I have Ghost Hunt. Ghost Hunt is great. And she was like, oh, I really, really like this. Where's the rest of it? And I was like, there is no more. It's like 25, 26 episodes long. Let me see. Yeah, it's 603 minutes, so it's over 4 days. It's about 25 episodes long. 24, 25, the usual for the old and school ones. And I was the same. I was like, there is no more. Now, I think it's based off of a light novel series and that may have got turned into a manga, so I may have to go and find that, because it is great. And I do love spooky stuff. I wish there was more, because it's a great series, and you're just starting to get into everybody's backstories. Or you get most of the backstories, but then Naru's backstory still isn't fully developed and still isn't fully exposed. And it just ends. And you're like, I need to know more. Why is there not more? Give me more. Highly recommend it. It's really good. It just hits all of the boxes for what I like. I like spooky. I like intrigue. I like drama. I'm a big scaredy cat. Okay, so I will watch something and it will terrify me, and I'm like, to my puppy, I'm like, come on, you have to come to the bathroom with me. I'm terrified, and then I'll go and watch more of it. So I'm my own worst enemy. But yeah, I remember after the demon episode, I was absolutely petrified to go to the toilet, and at the time I was still living at home. And I was like to my sibling, come to the toilet with me. I was like, can I sleep with you? I'm so scared. To which I got a thwack to the head and got told, grow up, go to bed. Now, it says it's a 15, and I would say certain episodes are really spooky. So, I mean, the reason it says that it's an 18 is it doesn't even say why it's a 15. Sorry, 18. 15. So it says suitable only for persons of 15 years and older, but it doesn't say why. It is quite spooky. There is death in it. There is, the demon. I think it's probably the 2 demon episodes that are the scariest, to be honest. But no, definitely recommend giving it a go. If you've got the DVDs, watch them again. If you don't have the DVDs, they are available on Amazon still. I believe. And if you get them dubbed, you get the sub as well. So, A, you support, the industry, and B... Oh no, it's 25 episodes. I'm sorry, tangent. So yeah, if you can buy the DVDs, I do recommend it. If you can't buy them firsthand, but you can find them on eBay, grab them, give them a watch. It doesn't support the industry as much, but at least you're not pirating online, which is a good thing. Anything other than pirating is a good thing, I suppose. Some things that you cannot get your hands on anymore that are out of print and no one is selling them, and it's not going to hurt anyone to watch them online, then I don't mind so much. But the shows that could get picked up for a season 2, but because they have low sales, because not everyone's pirating them, that's kind of a bit shitty. So yeah, don't do that. Definitely though, do give it a go. It's really fun. If you like to get spooked like I do, it's a wild ride. If you're into like supernatural, paranormal shows, it's really good as well. Like I said, there's intrigue, there's drama, there's secrets that everybody needs to find out, which is the show in general. You just get so many good points about it, and I don't want to spoil or give any kind of spoilers because you have to go and watch it for yourselves. People, come on, please. So yeah, Ghost Hunt. Go watch it. Tell me about what you think of it down below in the comment section, and you know, let's try and get a season 2. I will have to go and find the manga as well and read the manga and find out how it ends, because I need to know how it ends. And if you know how it ends in the manga, please don't spoil it in the comment section. I really want to be, you know, surprised when I get my hands on the material and I can actually physically read it. Please don't tell me I'm going to have to get it in Japanese and translate it. Please don't tell me I'm going to have to do that, because I've got so many of those on the go at the moment. I've got Kenichi, I've got Mermaid Melody, I've got Raven of the Inner Palace, I've got, oh my god, so many. But yeah, it is a good story. Highly recommend. Like I said, please watch it. Please try and support it if you can. I really want them to make more of it. Don't know if they ever will. I highly doubt it, because I mean, this is from what, 2000? When was this done? I am blind. It usually tells you, doesn't it, on the back of the box? No. I think it was probably around 2010. Not actually sure. Doesn't tell me on the inside. Oh well, I just haven't lost my DVDs again. Oh well. They used to tell you. I'll have to Google it. I'll probably put it up in editing when it was made. And then I'll put up if the manga's ongoing, or if it's finished, or if the author left it unfinished, because that drives me insane when they leave it unfinished. But no, other than that, my kittens, just a short one there today. I'm going to give you all of my love, remind you to eat something, drink something, and don't forget any of your medications if you're on them. And I will see you in the next one, my lovelies. See you then. Johnny!